Escargot Books Online presents Stamp Album by Terence Stamp. Read for you by Terence Stamp. Book 1.
Chapter 1. Within Bow Bells. I always loved my mother to excess. When the first bomb of the Second World War dropped on Bow Cemetery, unmindful of the young prince still being breastfed in a nearby street, my dad, Tom, signed himself back into the Merchant Navy, leaving my mum Ethel, her wedding licence with its Edward VIII stamp still uncreased, without her man. Except for me, that was. I became Dad's understudy for the duration of the war. Not that I had any complaints. A discerning spectator might have observed that I came almost made to measure for the role, even to the ear-length sideboards I was born with. These appendages, which accompanied my mop of black hair, caused much clucking between the two families gathered around the maternal bed, regarding one another like a set of Montagues and Capulets who'd ended their feud, but weren't at all sure if they'd done the right thing. During the winter of '38, when Ethel was carrying me, she had the habit of wetting her finger and fixing Dad's long sideboards into shape. The nurses at Bancroft Road Maternity Hospital did much the same to me. So instead of seeing a fluffed-up head like all the other newcomers, my relatives came upon a little old man, complete with parting and Victorian hairstyle, peering out from my mother's side. My Auntie Julie, who was to become my godmother, thought it romantic. But as the first grandchild of both families, Ethel being the eldest parrot and Tom the Stamp's firstborn, both Cockney clans were only too pleased to endow me with anything special. I suppose it was special that I was ever born at all, considering the amount of prejudice in the East End at the time, where even families who occupied upstairs rooms were looked down on by ground-floor dwellers. By rights, my parents should have been kept apart by the territorial pecking order. Bow, my mother's home, with its E1 postal district, within the sound of its famous bells, was more central, and therefore more desirable than Poplar, E14, where the Stamps hailed from. Poplar was near the docks. It came complete with reputed prostitutes and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?